From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for October 6, 2016. In just a moment, we'll be taking a look at the USDCAD, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar for today's trade opportunities. But first, I want to recap a couple of the trade suggestions made over the past several days. First off, thinking about our news calendar, of course, today, fairly light news calendar as the week has gone. Today, very slim, high-impact news on the calendar, but tomorrow could change everything. We have employment data and NFP, employment data out of Canada and NFP out of the U.S. Coming up at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So want to be sure to remember that as we look for opportunities for the day today. Starting here on the NZD USD, the New Zealand dollar versus the U.S. dollar. Looking at the daily time frame, over the past several days, we have been in a short sell here for the New Zealand dollar from the 72.80 level. You can see the trade going at the bottom of the chart. 123 pips currently sitting with the current position. The sell was up here when it was into resistance at the blue trend line and the orange shaded area. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days finding resistance between 72.80 and 72.95. That's where we took the short, and it's been a really good opportunity as the week has gone on, tumbling all the way down here into the mid 7100s. If it can continue through 7150 today, maybe even the 100 period moving average, we will look for it down towards 7100 and about 50 more pips of profit on the trade if it can do that. Otherwise, continued support here may see a little bit of a bounce back, so you want to be sure to protect profit if you're still in that trade. Take it over here to the AUD USD, the Australian versus the US dollar. Similar situation. We've been in a short. Let's zoom it in a couple of times here on the daily time frame. We took the short all the way up at the blue zone. Take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days finding resistance into the 76.75 level. Took the short up there, and it's been a phenomenal opportunity as it's come back down now. 90 pips of profit right now on the trade, but if we can get and satisfy the break of the 75, 85, 80 level and satisfy it, what I mean by that is an open and close underneath this pink shaded area. You give us higher confidence it's a real breakout. We might even see the push all the way back down here towards the yellow shaded area. I think to spur that on, we'll need some pretty good data out of the U.S. on the NFP tomorrow to cause the New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar to continue this bearish pressure. We need some pretty good NFP data coming up tomorrow. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. Otherwise, we've closed profit on the trade. We've protected profit. We can't lose on the trade. So that's what we're going to be looking for over the next day or so for the Australian dollar. Moving on over to the USD CAD. Similar situation. We've been in a buy here on the USD. You can see CAD. You can see the trade going down here 1.3105 at the very bottom of the chart. Currently sitting just underneath the 100 pip mark. It continues to grow as it pressures back higher towards the green shaded area at the very top of the chart. Let's zoom it in one time here on the daily time frame. You can see the resistance left hand side of the chart, little blue box over here top left. You can see the resistance here over the past several weeks. We've seen resistance here, so we know resistance is coming at the top of this blue box into the green shaded area on the right hand side. So we know resistance is coming at the green zone. So we need to be cognizant and aware of that, because when it hits there, we want to be sure to protect profit, maybe close some more profit. We don't want to go long into the green shaded area. We don't want to go long the closer it gets towards it. But I think there might be an intraday opportunity to go long as it sits down in support. It'll be much more evident as we get down to the 4-hour chart that this orange shaded area 31.75 is holding as support, very similar as it did down here at the yellow shaded area where our entry is currently on the current trade. So we want to watch that as we get down to the 4-hour. But the closer we get to this green shaded area, we need to be cautious about going long until one of two things happen. It comes back down to the orange zone, maybe the yellow zone, but breaks through that green shaded. And again, we have significant news coming out of Canada and the U.S. tomorrow. So this could change everything for the USCAD trade. But currently, we're holding the buy from the yellow zone, looking for it to stay above the orange zone and target the green shaded area. So your intraday trading opportunity could be buying at the orange zone, targeting the green zone. Now, when it reaches the green zone, there is, again, the potential for a reversal. We've already seen it several times, going back all the way to the left-hand side of the chart. So there could be an intraday opportunity for resistance at the green shaded area. Let's go ahead and take it down to the 4-hour time frame. And all of this is really just for the day today until we get into that significant news tomorrow. Take a look. Go back all the way to the left-hand side. You can see multiple opportunities for support into the orange shaded area and rallies to the green zone. I'm looking all the way back here where this black X is over here. Look at all that support into the orange zone. Finally, it broke through it, went all the way to the pink zone, came back up. Right here again, let's put another black X there. Right here in the middle, you can see support again there at the orange zone. Then it went up to the green zone, broke through it, went down to the pink zone, came up, found resistance under the orange shaded area here. So we know the orange zone is a significant decision point. Came back to the yellow zone. That's our entry, by the way, that we're holding down there at 3105. Came back up. Now we're sitting on top of the orange zone. So what has history told us about sitting on top of the orange zone? Support and support. So for the day today, I expect support into the orange shaded area, just like it did here and here. So let's look at that as an opportunity for the day. Your risk, of course, is that it breaks the orange zone. So you don't want to stay in it too long if it breaks through there. Stop loss probably somewhere down around the 3120 or so level, give or take a few pips here and there, but definitely underneath the orange shaded area and targeting the green zone, just like it did back here on the far left-hand side of the chart. Then once it reaches there, protect, close profit. That's what I'll be doing on the current open position. And then we could potentially look for a bounce off of there like it did back here, but definitely watching into tomorrow's news for the next opportunity for the USCAD.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.